welcome to episode 23 of the best episodes of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about negotiating with creditors before actually falling behind. So you don't have to wait till you actually really fall behind, start getting a lot of bad credit reporting. You need to talk to them right away. And I want to help you guys understand how simple it is to talk to these companies. And I always want to tell you guys this is something that I learned. Somebody going to just say yes or no, and I literally live by that. Like, you're going to say yes or no, and then I have to figure out what move I need to make next. Okay, so I done told you what it was. Now I have to figure out what move I have to make next, and think about that with these companies. So I actually have a negotiation script for you all, and with this negotiation script, you guys will be able to see like the forming the conversation. If you guys are in the Credit 101, you can download it down below. I have a membership, a course that you guys can sign up for, and it's literally $1 for the first 7 days, and then just $9.99 after that. Like, and it's over 40 different downloads. I made this where nobody can have a reason why they don't have it, because y'all can get two the $5 meals from Walmart, or just one meal, and be at $10, or wherever you're gonna McDonald's, or wherever you want to go eat at. You know, the cheapest fast food that you can think about. I'm not even talking about going out to eat to a restaurant. I'm talking about very, very cheap. So it's no excuse why you guys cannot have it. So this information is definitely available for you all. But let's get into it. Let's look. We're not going to actually fully look at the script. If you guys have the script inside the membership, you guys can see the script, and then you can see the 5 different things that you want to ask. You'll see the 5 different things that you want to actually ask the company, whatever company you're talking to. Now, this is great for negotiating when you feel intimidated, but I want you guys to not feel intimidated, because we're just going to talk about the right strategy. So if you know the right strategy, you know, you want to do some type of repayment terms, you want lower interest rates, you want to just settle the debt, then this is definitely the script for you. Again, when you go and look at the script, you see how the talking is formulated. Just get used to that. And if you have to, read exactly what's on there and talk to them that way and say, I'm just so sorry. I just have to write all of my notes down. So please bear with me, or whatever you have to say, but just get it out, period. Okay. So the first thing is, when you guys, these are some tips that you guys need to know ahead of time. When you guys are trying to negotiate with these companies, you guys have to be prepared. You need to know what your current financial situation is. You need to know how much you actually owe, what you can realistically afford. Don't say, oh, I can do my repayment at $700 a month, knowing that you couldn't even do the $500 a month. Be honest with them. This is best case scenario. Let them know what you would like, and then you can meet in the middle from there. But know exactly what you can realistically afford. If you have any necessary documents ready, if there's anything that you want to go over, like account statements or a budget, make sure you guys have it there with you. So just be prepared, and try to have some time where you just sit down and you just chill and go over this stuff. You don't feel like you're just really rushed. What I like to do, if I have something very hard that I need to do, I bribe myself. And I don't care how people feel about that. I bribe myself so much that I gained like 30 pounds last year. But I used to bribe myself with cakes, or say things like the same thing you might do with your kids. Hey, if y'all do this, I got something special for you, and take yourself to Starbucks to go get your coffee, or whatever you're doing. Especially if you're like me, you're paying off certain debts, so you're limiting certain things. Treat yourself to something nice. Okay, say, hey, we're gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts and we're gonna get a donut, and we're gonna get this done. Whatever your thing is gonna convince you, but just be prepared, and just have everything with you, and just don't try to rush this process, because you may be on the phone for an hour, who knows. And I want you guys, for number 2, is just stay calm and stay professional. Be polite, be calm. Understand that, you know, at first it might not actually go your way. Um you might not get exactly what you want. Maybe you need to talk to a few people. Maybe when you talk to them and you say you want lower interest rates, maybe right away they don't give you what you want. Just be calm, like just relax. Okay, just relax. And that's number 2. I want you guys to really be calm and be professional. So be polite, calm during the conversation. Remember that the person on the other end is doing their job, and usually it's going to be they're going to talk to you respectfully. So just be nice to them and then they'll work with you. You know, I like to have like small conversation with them too. Just be nice to them and they'll be nice to you. Number three, explain your situation. Be honest about your financial struggles, but avoid emotional stuff. Okay. So don't just be emotional with it. Just tell them what your financial struggles is and clearly explain why you're unable to meet your current payments and also what solution you're proposing. Tell them, hey, I cannot pay my payment. Is it a way I can make a smaller payment and you guys don't report the negative or the unpaid balance to the credit bureaus? Say different things like that. Say, hey, I just lost my job. I want to keep my credit card current. What can I do in terms of my payment? Can I skip this payment this month? Like, what can I do to avoid, you know, me having bad credit reporting or me messing up this card fully? So try to figure out what it is. And we're going to talk about some of the things too that you can negotiate. So number four, what to ask for. Determine ahead of time what you want from the negotiation. So a few examples are these, and then there's more examples down below. Okay. Do you want them just to lower your interest rate? Talk to them about that. Do you want them to reduce your monthly payments? You can talk to them about that. If you guys had a late fee, you can ask them, can actually waive that late fee for you. And then you can actually ask them to settle out your account. You can say, hey, I know I owe you guys $1,000, but is it a way that I can pay only $800 because that's all I have, and we could just get this account situated. We'll never have to worry about this anymore. I can just settle it out with you guys right now. Now, you have to remember that you do want to get everything in writing. So once you reach an agreement, ask for the terms in writing before making any payments. Sometimes if you guys are, the thing is, sometimes when you guys are doing settlements with these collection companies, they don't actually do certain things in writing. So say if you guys are talking to like portfolio recovery and you want to do like a pay for deletion, sometimes they're not, most of the times they're not going to send you certain things in writing, because when they do a pay for deletion, as long as you pay whatever y'all settled on, usually they're going to delete that account anyway, because it's on their website that they do that. They're going to delete the account. So say if you owe $100, you can say, hey, 60% is, I found my sweet spot when it comes down to portfolio, usually like 60%. Say, hey, can I pay the $60? And they're going to delete that from your credit report. But just make sure you verify. Hi, I just want to make sure you verify that once I make my payment, you guys are going to delete this from my credit reports. And you have to, and now I'm going to school for a lot of law and stuff like that. You know how the collection companies say that they're recording the conversation. I don't too much think, I do want stuff in writing, but I'm not too like, I'm not gonna go crazy if I don't get it in writing, because I know that they're already recording the call, and I know that if they don't do what they need to do, I'm possibly just gonna sue them anyway, and I can ask for that recording, and I can say, hey, we talked about over the phone call that you were going to do this, and if they cannot produce that, then that's going to be a problem. Just make sure you keep the date and the time that you actually talk to them, because that's going to be major. But that's down below is the actual script. Just be calm, you guys, and just again take everything step by step. The key thing is this is what I want, how can we meet in the middle? That's the whole conversation, literally. And if you can't do this and you're very nervous, then literally word for word just repeat what's on here, okay? And you might be transferred a few times. Don't get discouraged. You definitely have this, okay? And if you don't have a membership, look down below. It's $1 trial for the first 7 days, and you guys are going to have over 40 different documents available. The whole 206 episodes with no commercials are on there also, and these bonus 30 episodes are also on there, because it's additional information here that you guys can definitely use based off of the over 40 downloads that you guys have. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully this was very helpful to you guys, and you get whatever you want to get negotiated, and it's on the terms that you want. Hey, welcome to episode 24 of the best episodes of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about the 5 reasons why your student loans can actually be canceled. And I actually created a guide for you all. So look down below. If you guys already have a membership, you can be able to download the guide. As you can see, all of these is basically all of the different things I created for the membership. So as I record them, I like to just have a actual copy here that I can actually look at and like flip through. And then also, you guys, if you had a membership, you can download it down below. So just go ahead and look at your downloads, and you can just download the actual document. But it's actually a checklist. So I have a student loan cancellation eligibility checklist that I created for those people that need to see, or they want to know if they're eligible to get their student loans actually cancel. So let's go over this guide. If you guys don't have a membership already, please get the membership. It's literally $1 for the first 7 days, and it has over 40 different downloads, from dispute letters that I personally created for the membership, checklists, guides. Is so much in there, and different worksheets that I created so you guys can track certain things. And we're talking all things credit. So definitely sign up for it. And it has over 200 videos with no, if you guys don't pay for like the premium on YouTube, you guys don't have any ads. So you can flip through, fast forward. You can do whatever you want to do in terms of looking at the videos without the ads inside the membership. So go ahead and check it out. I have the link in the description and in the comments. So let's go over some of the things that's on this checklist. So when it comes down to student loan forgiveness, make sure you guys go through this checklist. You can determine if you have it. If you guys do have anything where you think that you may qualify, then you want to have to talk to your servicer to figure out what you need to do for your next step. So the first thing is you need to review what type of loan you have. So you have to determine what type of loan you have, so that you can determine, are they even eligible for forgiveness. So do you guys have federal direct loans? Do you have the FFEL loans? Do you have the Perkins, or do you guys have private student loans? Now, let me say this. I know with private student loans, a lot of times for cancellation and forgiveness, where you can't do those. We're talking about federal loans, forgiveness for federal loans. But you can go ahead and check out yes, 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 or no. If you're saying yes, then these are the type you go now, you'll see if those loans could be forgiven. But I know for sure, like personal student loans, it's not really one of, we talking about federal loans. So you have to check your eligibility for the public service loan forgiveness. And this is for people that got public service jobs, like in the government, nonprofit, in education. You may be eligible if you hit the following. You have to work full-time for the government or nonprofit organization. So yes, you have made 120 qualifying payments under an income-driven repayment plan. And you can say, okay, yes or no. Or you well, not or, but and you have federal direct loans, or they have been consolidated into a direct loan, then yes. Then if you guys have that, then you may be eligible for the PSLF. Okay, so definitely, just check yes or no. And then once you know, okay, it may be something possible. Or say if you look at all these different things and you don't qualify because you haven't did the 100 you haven't done your 120 payments, then I want you to call your servicer just to make sure that your information is correct. And honestly, I don't, even if y'all should have some type of ledger, journal, something where you write it down and you have it as a goal. Hey, I got 3 more years and then these loans will be forgiven. I just got to continue to do this. Like, talk to your student loan servicer and say, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Is there anything else I can do? This is what I'm trying to do. And then you set the goal. Maybe you don't have basically the 10 years of payments, but you did it for 7 years. You got 3 more years to go. Then you need to write it in some type of journal that you're going to look at again, like in a new year, to put on your next journal to say, hey, this is when I can ask for forgiveness. And if you're crazy like me, and I don't know, I want to say crazy. If you don't want to miss a moment, if you don't want to forget something, then put it in your phone. And if you gotta go years out, then go years out. But as long as you get the notification, that's all that matter. Because maybe you don't qualify now, but maybe you will in the future. Just keep track of it, basically. And call them and bug your servicer. Call them and bug them. Ask them a billion questions to make sure that there's something, that something is going to happen, or you can get something to happen right now. Like, oh, I want to do it in 3 years, or hey, what can I do right now? Call them and bug them. So the teacher loan forgiveness, you have taught full time for 5 consecutive years at a low income or educational service agency. Yes, you have direct loans or the FFEL program loans. You have not defaulted on your loans. So if you have said yes to all of those, then maybe you could do the teacher loan forgiveness. And then this is the one that I wanted to do. And I was like, this is just a long time to just be paying interest. I don't think this even good. Like, I need to pay these things off sooner. So this is the one I was thinking about, was the income driven repayment plan forgiveness. So they're going to this going to be based off of your income. They're going to have you pay a certain amount per month. So as long as you have made payments under the income driven repayment plan for 20 to 30 years, then you can think about the forgiveness. You have direct loans or consolidated FFEL loans, then they can think about forgiveness. Or your payments were based on and then your payments are based on your income and your family size, then you would say yes, then you can get forgiveness. But again, y'all, this is 20 to 70 years. Me listening to Dave Ramsey, student loans need to be paid off immediately. Seriously, because of the amount that you guys are going to be paying. But if you can get some type of cancellation or forgiveness, get it. But don't just wait and depend on this forever, because you can end up paying way more in the future. We could just got it over with and paid it. So check for the Perkins loan cancellation. So you work in a qualifying public service role, you're a teacher, nurse, law enforcement, military, and you have the Perkins loan. Cancellation is based on services, on your service performed. So if you guys saying yes to these different things, call your servicer to see what you need to do. Now, I did have one of my clients years ago was able to get the total or permanent disability discharge, where they was able to discharge his student loans because he was classified as disabled. So if you're unable to work due to a permanent disability or determined by a physician, the VA, or Social Security Administration, then you may be eligible. You have federal direct loans, FFEL loans, or Perkin loans, then you may be eligible. I have personally seen somebody do this, and I never thought about this until now, that people can really do this again. So if you guys have a disability, or if you get in the Social Security, got you with the VA, or a physician can say that you have a permanent disability and you are unable to work, then this would be good, you guys. You can get rid of those student loans. Definitely think about that. Check for the borrower defense to repayment. Your school misled you, or they engaged in illegal practices like false advertising, misrepresenting your job placement rates. You may be eligible if you attended a qualifying institution. Then you guys can get cancellation this way. I have seen somebody else do this one too. So definitely these can be great ways where you don't even have to worry about paying them off anymore. So definitely look into it. Now, temporary programs or adjustments, you guys can qualify for the PSLF waiver. That's allowing past payments to count towards your forgiveness. And you can qualify for also the COVID-19 emergency relief programs, which pause the payments and our interest. So when it come down to this, and I know it may be another program too, but I know I want to add this too, that when people were in default during the COVID time, and I don't know if they still doing it now, they was able to put them all back current. It was a new program that they have. So just call and see if they got any program. The goal is just to take action and call your loan servicer for real and discuss your eligibility for forgiveness and the discharge programs. Submit the necessary applications. So if you got to apply for the PSLF, apply for it. The teacher forgiveness, apply for it, or any other relevant program, and keep your documentation. So maintain the detailed records of your payments, your job certifications, or any communication with your servicer. And again, I always have my membership, the exclusive credit membership, if you guys have other things that you need to work on in regards to your credit. But I cannot stress this enough. Get on the phone, call them up. Get on the phone, literally give them a call, your servicer, and say, hey, I want to figure out if there's anything out there I can do in terms of cancellation or forgiveness for my student loans, call them up. They're going to tell you yes or no, and they're going to be able to help you with whatever they actually have. They'll tell you the different steps, because when I was talking to my servicer previously about something totally different, that's how I learned about other stuff. And I'm like, dang, I don't qualify, but that sounds nice for whoever qualified. You might qualify for the stuff that I wish I could be able to get qualified for at that time when I talked to them. So definitely give them a call. If you guys have questions, definitely let me know. Put the questions inside the course. I'll answer the questions for you. I might even make a video and send it to you, but I'll have your phone number and your email address. So I text it to you to make sure you watch it. And I'll probably have it available for YouTube or inside the course. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, get the course. It's $1 for the first 7 days. And at the time of recording this, it's only $9.99 a month. So it's less than $10 per month to be able to have this membership. You have over 40 downloads and also over 200 videos. You cannot get nothing better than that, especially with the dispute letters I have in here alone are amazing. But I want to have something for the community, so definitely check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.